I'm going to talk about servicing the fill valve on a Leshiy. Right, what you need to do is obviously make sure that the air's been drained down. This has been. You can do this by using the little drain screw. You loosen that, the air drains out. When the air stops and you're completely happy that there is no air left in it, you can then proceed to the next step, which is we can just remove the cylinder just to make it a bit easier to work on. Right, we just have that now. I'll move this out the way. Right, now to get into this, we're going to have to loosen this off, which looks to be about a 5mm Allen key. Yep, it's a 5mm Allen key. Just slacken that off, and then this should slide backwards. There we go. Right, now there's this dust cover, this rotating dust cover, which we're going to have to move out the way. So to do that, there's a stopper on here, which is this little grub screw. So we're going to have to remove that, and there we go. Get that out the way, and then this cover should slide off, but be careful because there's a ball and a spring in here which you don't want pinging off. You can just see it starting to come out there, the shiny bit. Put your finger over that and stop the ball from pinging off into the dark ball eating carpet. There we go, that's the ball. There's a little spring in there as well, which may or may not, there we go, little ball and a spring. You can pull this all the way out now if you want to. Right, this is absolutely filthy. Right, now because there's no air in this, and obviously there's no air in it because it's been removed, we can unscrew this. There we go. Right, there is a little valve in here. It's a basic valve. It's similar to the valves on the quick fills on my gauges that I offer. See, there's a bolt in there which has an O-ring on it. So basically we want to remove that bolt, which is a 2mm Allen key. Unscrew that, and there you have it. It's a simple bolt with an O-ring on it, which acts as a seal. It's a very basic valve, but it's very effective and it's easy to maintain. So pop that off the screw. There you go, O-ring and screw. And then get your replacement O-ring and basically do the reverse. Right, so we fit the new O-ring on, push it over the bolt. There we go. And then just give this all a good clean. Make sure that there's no dirt or debris in there, because if there's any dirt caught between the O-ring and the and this face, it means that the O-ring won't do its job and it'll leak. So we're going to pop that back in. It's probably easiest if you just load the little screw onto the Allen key. And basically all I've done is go until it stops, and then I'm just giving it a tiny little bit more, just to basically what I don't want to do is crank this up so tight that the bolt seals off the actual fill port. You want it so that it's tight enough that it's not going to come out in use, but not so tight that it's going to seal off the air. Hopefully that makes sense. I suppose one way of checking before putting it back in would be to fit a probe and your hose. There we go. That's working. So I'm happy that it's not closed off. Just bleed that down, and there we go. While I'm here, if you wanted to replace this O-ring, now would be the time to do it. You can use your O-ring pick to remove the old one, and then fit a new one. Obviously just clean all this, make sure there's no debris in the O-ring groove, and then it'd be a good idea to put a bit of lube on, O-ring lube, just to give it a helping hand. You can put a little bit on the threads as well, just to make it easier to screw back in. Right, so you get your new O-ring and fit that on, and then you can install this back in the air cylinder, but just bear in mind that we need to fit this as well. So I'll just give this a bit of a clean. Right, and then I'm going to slide this on. And then slide this in. There we go. I'm going to give this a wipe with an oily cloth to try and get some of this nastiness off. Get this a clean as well. There we go. Right, now we need to make sure that we put this cover on the right way around, otherwise the full hole won't line up when you put it back together. So basically, slot goes towards the back, holes go towards the front. Slide that on, get it up to the hole that this ball and the spring came out of, then drop your spring back in. Then drop the ball back in. See, that's back in there. Now just squash it down with your fingernail while you slide the cover forward. Slide it forward until you can see that hole for the grub screw. And then we're going to refit the grub screw to act as the stopper. Right, now the cover should work. Lovely jubbly. Right, now this can slide back on. Now you can leave this tightening up bit until it's fitted back on the action. Here's the action. Right, slide that on. Make sure everything's all nice and clean. tighten that up, and then basically turn that round until it's in the right place. Basically what I'm doing here is I'm lining up the pistol grip and barrel with the stock, just to make sure that they're nicely in line. And then I'll tighten this back up with my 5mm Allen key. And there we go, one full valve serviced. You can now fill your rifle and make sure that it's all working correctly and go and shoot some stuff.